Hey guys, this is Mike Alexander with Neartown Properties, serving the greater Houston communities. Just wanted to welcome you to this quick little presentation and tutorial on how to buy and sell homes lightning fast. We got 7 easy strategies to help you sell any home in 30 to 60 days or less. So as the owner of Neartown Properties, we got a lot of friendly staff that can help you and assist you with your home selling needs. We understand that every home seller is different, and there's a lot of different situations and a lot of different people that we serve. We service a lot of the luxury homes community, homes that are 400,000 to the millions, and certainly we help a lot of regular folks that have regular homes. And a lot of times those homes or those sellers may have different situations that they may be facing, whether it be divorce, back taxes, arrears for the mortgage. There's a lot of reasons why people have to sell, a lot of reasons why people may have to move, tired landlord, bad tenants, inherited properties, a lot of different reasons. All of these strategies are meant to help you sell your home yourself. Now, should you need some help in implementing some of these strategies that'll help you get top dollar, give us a call. My name's Mike. And like I said, we help buy and sell a ton of properties here in Houston, and we always get you, the seller, top dollar. But that being said, let me show you a few tips and tricks that we're using today to buy and sell properties. So, luxury homes, retail, investments, multifamily, and owner finance is a lot of the market that we service. We've been family owned and operated since 2006, and we definitely like that boutique feel. And we look forward to servicing you if you need some help as well. But let me go ahead and show you some of the things that we've been doing and how the process works. Well, there's 7 marketing strategies, key strategies that we use. Step 1 is really identifying the market value of a home. It's done by using the 3 comparable sales, at least in the neighborhood, at least 3. We want to establish a baseline of value, or an opinion of value. And once we've set the price, we set the property to sell fairly competitively. Typically we want to be within 5% of the actual fair market value. And in other situations and circumstances, we may be able to ask for more depending on if a seller is looking for owner financing or etc. But the first step is really finding the value. Once we've agreed on a price, we find buyers and we fund fast. I mean fast. In 30 to 60 days fast. And sometimes in as little as 1 to 2 weeks, depending on the nature of the property and the transaction. But multiple buyers we identify typically in a 1 to 3 week period. 80% of our buyers come from online web advertising. A lot of people use traditional signage, traditional media, and it's not as easy to sell these properties. But what you see here is some of the strategies that we're using. And when you use online web advertising, we target a lot of agents. We'll typically target 1,000 to 2,000 agents, and that typically gets us about a 20 to 30% view rate, and that's typically 200 to 400 agents that see your property within about a 24 to 48 hour period. Now, it's difficult to build this list of agents. It's difficult to learn how to target this list of agents, but it is a very good strategy to generate lots of buyers. Number 2, classified ads. We post on over 40 websites and syndicate our properties to a lot of other places where there is online traffic all of the time. And I'll show you some of those websites here shortly. Social media. We can attract 5,000 to 10,000 targeted direct buyers using social media. And that's something you can do too as a seller. Again, takes a little bit of time and energy to learn how to do this properly, but it is something that you can do to generate lots of buyers. Pay-per-click using Facebook, Google, Yahoo, Bing, lots of places. Not only that, but we're also using something, we're texting buyers and agents. Now, this is a super secret ninja trick. It gets an 83% view rate within 24 hours. So if you really have a troubled property, but you're willing to sell it and price it to sell, because it may be a fixer-upper or it may be a rental property or an inherited property. This will help you get lots of buyers tremendously fast. Again, it's just something you got to learn how to do, but texting, amazingly powerful. And it helps convert 500% more if you text somebody property information while you have them on the phone. And that's something that I do all the time. When I have a buyer on the phone that I'm speaking with and they're asking more information about the property, I immediately send them a text message with more property info, specs, pictures, the whole description of the property directly on their handset or on their phone. Staging. This helps sell properties significantly faster, and it really can help get you a better price. But normally, sometimes what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do paint, carpet, and touch up. That's really the most important things that you've got. But local signage, local news, print media, bandit signs, yellow signs, full color signs, open house signage on the street, that constitutes about 10% of the overall market. Now, when you use color bandit signs and you use bandit signs properly, you can certainly attract a lot of buyers. But typically for every 10 to 20 phone calls we get, only one person is actually serious and qualified. So it generates a lot of busy work, and you have to be ready, willing, and able to answer a lot of phone calls using local signage and doing open houses. A lot of extra work. But right here you can see a sample of one of the emails that we sent out. And this is a property that we got that we're selling right now. We've sent it out to 1,858 potential agents, 188 opened, and 110 opened here on the second go round. So 3 days apart, we did a follow-up email letting people know, hey, come look at this property. And boom, amazing amount of volume and opens that looked at the property. So moving forward here, about us, let me just give you a little bit of a short list of about who we are and some of the websites we use. And again, we've been a family-owned and operated business since 2006, and we've catered to a variety of buyers and sellers. We service luxury homes, fixer-uppers, rental properties, teardowns, lots for builders. And the way that we work is a little different than a traditional agent. You pay us no fees and no commissions. If we agree on a fair price to you and us, we'll actually fund with an end buyer's funds, and they compensate us with our company fees, standard fees that we may charge. Well, for example, if a seller wants $540,000 for their property, and the end buyer pays $575,000, the end buyer funds and pays the seller the agreed upon price, which is $540,000, and the buyer pays the difference to Neartown Properties and other potential buyers, agents, or intermediary partners that may be involved in the transaction. But that's just a sample, an example of what the listing looks like or what the arrangement looks like. And it's very similar to a net listing, except I'm not an agent. I'm a principal buyer in the transaction. But bottom line, we fund fast in 30 to 40 days. And this is some of the myriad of websites that we use, ranging from Zillow, Trulia, Backpage, Shavit, NewPlace, HotPads, Trulia Mobile, Trulia Webpage, HotPads Mobile. So there's a lot of mobile websites and a lot of regular websites that we're using now. And you got to learn how to now market to mobile. It's one of the hottest growing, fastest growing media advertising mediums available. So a lot of websites here that you can see. Another marketing sample of Facebook advertising. In a matter of about a week or two, we put up 2 ads. One was with the property, and another one was here with this video that we played on YouTube. And just to see how many people we might reach, we were able to reach about almost 4,000 here on this little ad, and then almost 2,000 people. So about 6,000 people were reached in 2 weeks with this property. And this property we actually sold in 40 days at our target price, and we were able to sell it lightning fast. So a couple of other marketing methods that we use or results that you can see here. Well, social media, 80% of buyers come from the internet, roughly. Maybe even more. But targeted email, this works really well. We get a 20% view rate, as I mentioned, and in 1 to 3 weeks average time, using these strategies that we mentioned, you'll get multiple contracts. Hands down, every time. But you got to be priced to sell. So texting is going to allow us to get over an 83% response rate within 24 hours. We advertise on over 40 different websites, as I showed you. We have a full-time marketing staff that works tirelessly 40 to 60 hours a week, ensuring maximum visibility. As I mentioned, we post on Craigslist. Our assistants post full-time 40 to 50 hours, even 60 hours a week. YouTube, online videos, web presence. What are the results? Well, from June to August 15th, this is a sample of a property, a traffic report that we sold, and we sold this on day 60 on this property. It was difficult to sell the property. We actually sold it twice, 2 times we sold this property. Unfortunately, as a divorced couple that's separating that needed to get this property sold, and what we did is we got 5,786 people to view the property in a matter of 30 to 60 days. And this is not including the online advertising. This is not including the direct emails. This was just the people that landed on HAR. If you included all the other media sources for this property, we probably reached 15 to 20,000 buyers that saw this property. So we reached a tremendous amount of buyers in a short period of time. We also have upwards of 30,000 cash buyers for properties that are fixer-uppers if a property needs to be sold to an investor. We have an amazing pool of cash buyers that are always willing, ready, and able to close quick. So that's why we fund super fast. Now, one of the things that sellers that are for sale by owner or selling themselves are oftentimes not really fully aware of the best ways to transact the properties or handle the phone calls. And it's vitally important to have somebody that's an answering machine service or an agent partner or somebody like us that buys and sells houses, because an MIT study released that if a buyer lead gets called back within 21 minutes, you're actually 21 times less likely to convert that buyer lead into a buyer. But if the home seller waits 1 hour to return a call, the buyer is going to be 100 times less likely to convert to be an actual deal or a buyer. Well, we have over 5 agents answering phone calls, advertising your property, which ensures that we accommodate buyers and help convert them right away. So that's one of the biggest detriments that I think sellers have in trying to sell their properties themselves. Make sure you always answer phone calls. Make sure you always reach back out to people. And if you're like me, I actually have an auto response texting service that allows me to reach back out to people immediately so that they know I will be giving them a call back. And so it really helps out on sorting buyer leads and seller leads. But another testimonial, sample homes that we've recently sold. Just wanted to show you a quick list of some properties that we've sold. This was a property also here that we reached 3,500 people. Boosted that ad, sold it, and beautiful property. Home in the Woodlands. We service the greater Houston area. We do a lot of homes up in the Woodlands area as well. So just number 1 through 15, just going through a couple of sample properties. Really impressive property that we sold, all cash, $575,000, was a gorgeous home, 2 acres, 4,400 square foot. We got 3 offers, got 3 multiple offers in 3 weeks, and we sold it all cash in week 3. Closed in 2 weeks. So it was a 35-day turnaround time. The sellers had been trying to sell for over 5 years. Get that. Wow. So paid full asking price to the sellers that they were looking to get and funded fast. Long Cypress, Texas. Sellers have been trying to sell for 2 years on this property. We sold it in 3 weeks, full asking price $229, and funded just super fast again on that property. Gave the sellers their full asking price. They really wanted to sell, and we provided them funding for their home right away. Now, both of those first sellers were also trying to purchase another property. We helped coordinate the simultaneous purchase and sale of their home, and also help them seamlessly transition into their new property. So if you're selling your property and you also need help and guidance on buying a new property, whether you're upsizing, downsizing, or moving in from out of state, we'll help you out. So 5 homes. I had a 5-home package rental portfolio, sold it in 72 hours. 1 phone call, all cash to a partner of mine. So it was great. We have these resources to be able to fund like this. Avenue of Oaks, we had a tear down that we sold in 24 hours. We funded hard money in less than I think 20-30 days, and now we're reselling that property for a builder partner relationship that we have. So we bring investment properties to a lot of partners, and in effect this helped really the seller on that situation. Patterson, corner lot for a builder, sold in 24 hours, all cash. Easton Revitalized, we had a fixer-upper that we sold 24 hours, all cash. Fairbanks sold for $350. It was $9,000 over the appraised value. We sold it in 31 days and funded, again, super fast. Fairbanks, we had another one sold on day 28 that we had funded over here. So Westwood, we had another one that was up in spring, sold on day 4, and had to resell it again for the sellers because they thought that our appraisal opinion was a little low. And when we sold the property for $188,000 and the appraisal came in at $180,000, we sold the property again at $182,500, all less than 30 days. So an amazing testament to our marketing abilities to resell these properties time and time again. And a lot of times we have to sell these properties multiple times because sellers are getting a better understanding and comfort level with what the market will bear in the information that we present. So we always like to be transparent, help sellers understand what the market is doing in their area. And this just shows you a ton of homes that we've sold. Kingwood home sold, we had over 60 showings in 2 months. Sold it for top dollar. The house needed $40,000 to $50,000 in repairs. We still managed to sell that property full retail price for that seller. Regatta Lane, we sold it in day 21, funded in 30 days. Again, the sellers have been trying to sell that house for over a year. Got it all sold, funded, and done in less than 60 days. So Oak Moss Lane sold this property in a week. Lake Conroe sold this property in a week. Spring Branch had some more that we'd sold over there. And Atascocita, multiple homes that we stop foreclosures on. We sell these homes and prevent foreclosure a lot of times, and rather than have the sellers short sale or foreclose and lose their credit, lose their good credit, what we do is we'll stop the foreclosure. We'll actually put some money in your pocket and prevent any short sale from happening and marring your credit. So the process for us is really 30 to 60 day process, whether it's cash, whether you need to stop foreclosure, whether you have a landlord rental property and you're ready to sell that rental property, or whether you're selling your own residence and relocating because you're upsizing or downsizing. These are all reasons that we can help you with. So again, our company is Near Town Properties. We want to be your fast cash property partners. If you'd like to request an offer or request for an appointment, give us a call. You can check us out on the web at fastcashpropertypartners.com. Submit your property details and your information there. You can also email me at buysellfastnow. And we believe truly that the customer comes first, and we're here to help serve you in all of your real estate buying and selling needs. We're Near Town Properties, and we provide you fast service that you can depend on. The best and fastest way to reach me is by texting me your name and your property address and whether you're looking to what you're looking to do and an asking price. Let me know how I can help and serve you. And again, my name's Mike Alexander. I'm one of the co-owners and the acquisitions manager for Near Town Properties. We've got a handful of partners that are ready and willing to stand by to go appraise your property, make you a fair offer today. Give us a call. You won't be disappointed. Thank you, guys. Mike Alexander here signing out, Houston, Texas market. And have a good one.